my name's Megan, and I'm here on the farm at Sunnyside Up Pastures to tell you a little bit about what we do. And this is my main job. I take care of cows. I love it. I love taking care of the animals. I look forward to getting more animals in the future. Thank you for being part of us and engaging in your health. And here we go. You see back here, we got our cow calves. So these are all of our mama cows and their calves. I just moved them into this fresh area here. And you can kind of see, whoops, right here, it's a lot shorter. So this is what area where they just came from to an area where they're going. And I just wanted to do a little quick blurb excuse me, on the facts of meat, I guess. Yesterday I talked about why I became vegan, and now I'm not vegan, and I raise beef cows, and I wanted to just go into a little bit more of that. Anyone who's a vegan or a vegetarian, we're often told that we're missing our B12 vitamins, and we're missing, or might be iron deficient, and that we either need to take a supplement or find like nutritional yeast is a really popular B12 item, and I guess I like the fact of getting my vitamins and my minerals, my macro and micronutrients from actual food, not a supplement. And that's a really big a popular point, a very exciting thing that I like, is that when I eat our beef, I am getting nutrients straight from the source, kind of like what God intended, was that He gave us plants and animals to get that nutrients from. And a lot of people will tell you that B12 vitamin comes from meat. You can get it from meat, but it actually comes from the soil and the bacteria and the micro life that lives down there. That is where B12 actually comes from, is the dirt. And then the plants take that up into themselves, and some plants have way more B12 than other plants, but they get some. But the cows actually get the B12 vitamins from eating the plants, and also partly ingesting some of the dirt that has the B12 already in it. So it's not like cows magically produce B12. They can't produce B12 like we can't produce B12. They need it from what they're already eating. And a lot of, well, I won't say a lot, I don't know the statistics or the numbers. You can research that on your own. I'm sure if I would have read up on some stuff, I could tell you. But there is meat out there that you buy at the store or from conventional farmers that grain feed their cows or things. They have to supplement their cows with B12. And then they have to supplement the meat with B12 because the cows aren't getting enough B12, and so the meat's not going to have enough B12. And thus they're putting in those vitamin minerals, they're injecting it into the meat. And I guess you can buy supplement and buy injected meat, sure. I would rather get my nutrients from the source, from actual plants, from actual animals. And it does come with a price of I care for these animals, I do the best for them, and then we are the prey, we're the predators that kill them and eat them. And we just want to supplement, we want to give you a farm diet. When I say a farm diet, I mean food that comes from the source, that didn't go through a bunch of processing, that doesn't have a bunch of crap in it. We want to live as close to nature as we possibly can. And so there's my little splurge on B12 and where a good way to get your nutrients. And the best thing to do is get food, both vegetables and fruit and meat, that has been sustainably raised. If you get produce or meat that comes from food that's been chemicals and tillage and all this stuff, that breaks down and harms bacterial life in the soil. And that's where all of our nutrients come from. It's from the soil. So if we're not taking care of our soil, then our plants are lacking. And if our plants are lacking, that means we're lacking and our animals are lacking. And so, like yesterday when we talked about how health is it's much bigger than just food or just exercise. It's this whole a circle of life. It's everything is connected together. And that's what we're focusing on. And so we want to give you that opportunity to join in that circle, to be part of nature and to get the healthiest food possible. And we're really hoping that in the future, when we get our soil levels up to that, we call it the dark chocolate cake, it like a nice, beautiful consistency and nutrients level, that will grow produce as well, so we can supply you with nutritious and delicious produce where you can taste the nutrients. And that's a good thing. It will taste so much better. Anyone who's ever grown a garden knows that a garden tomato versus a store-bought tomato, there's no comparison. It's not even. And those who've gone to other countries, like my brother Stan, he served a mission in Brazil, and he said that the mangoes there, you can't even compare them to the mangoes that you get at the store, because the freshness, the localness, the way it was grown, like you can't compare to that. And the same thing, no matter what food it is, local, fresh, sustainable, well-raised food will outbeat any store-bought, brought in from another country food you can imagine. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Again, like, subscribe, comment on anything you'd like to hear or learn about, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.